be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and help support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? Theorix6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena and terrible hair. Today we're playing some Dinosaurs because I tried to play, let's see, 1, 2, 3 decks, and none of them did as well as I wanted to. So once again, I'm playing a deck that I did not practice at all. This is a stock Dinos list taken from MTG Goldfish. Whatever the baseline list is there is what I'm using here. And I had played Dinosaurs a little bit ago, but it was more of a meme deck. It was Marauding Raptor plus Polyraptor. And this is more of the actual normal Jund Dinosaurs deck. And the reason I say Jund Dinosaurs deck is because in the main deck, the only black card is Rotting Regisaur. Which, you know, makes sense because it's a fucking chungus. But we do have some black cards in the sideboard. That said, I'm not actually going to be playing best of 3 games because fuck it, I don't want to. And also I played best of 3 yesterday. I assume not everyone likes best of 3, so that's why I don't play it very often. So, this deck is running 4 Llanowar Elves. This is a nice, helpful way to get out some of our larger dinosaurs. 4 Commune with the Dinosaurs. Now, this is a fantastic card because early game, you get to potentially get a land to make sure you can hit your mana. But late game, this is a decent way to try and get another dinosaur into your hand. Now, importantly, you put the card into your hand, so you don't draw it, which means that something like a Narset or something isn't going to screw up your ability to actually get value out of this card. For Marauding Raptors, this makes our dinosaurs cost less. When they enter, it deals 2 damage to them, which for a couple of our dinos, okay, just Ripjaw Raptor, sure, whatever, is actually a good thing. But also, it makes Marauding Raptor a little bit bigger, which means we can clever girl our way to victory. 2 Otepec Huntmaster, very similar to Marauding Raptor in that it gives us a bit of a discount, but we can also tap it to make a good old dinosaur gain haste. It's real nice being able to play out a Ghalta and just swing for 12. It's always nice. For Rotting Regisaurs, this is just a 7/6 chungus. Obviously, getting this out on turn 3 is just awesome. You can also theoretically get it out on turn 2 if you have Black Source plus Llanowar Elf. Then you can have this thing out on turn 2. And yes, it is going to discard you a bunch of cards, but against certain decks, just having a 7/6 that early can just lead to games where you just win. 2 Savage Stomps. This is creature removal. Essentially, this is a 1 mana spell. You're never using it on Llanowar Elf or Otepec Hunter. I guess you could, but this essentially is a 1 green for give a counter to one of your dinos and hit something with it. Obviously with Ripjaw Raptor it's the best, but you can also do things like target Shifting Ceratops so that if you're going against a blue and something else based deck, then you can't, Shifting Ceratops can't be bounced or something in response. Obviously it can still be murdered in other ways, but still. A single Domri or an Anarch or Bolas in the actual main deck. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 on the side. Oh, there's an ambush on the side. Never mind. 1 Domri. This gives our creatures +1, makes us a little bit more aggressive than we already are. The +1 is very helpful because 1, it helps us ramp, and 2, it makes it so our creatures can't be countered this turn. Which is awesome because notice it's not creature spells cast with this mana can't be countered, right? It's just all of our creatures. So even if we don't, even if we use 1 of that for something else, and then we play a second creature, it's still not going to get countered, so that's helpful. And then, of course, the -2 is a little bit more creature removal. 2 Collision Colossus is either removal for flyers, which, come to think of it, there aren't a ton. There's Grixis, and this does a decent job against killing a large number of Grixis. But also Colossus just makes our dudes big and give them trample. Yeah, makes them big, give them trample. 4 Ripjaw Raptors and 4 Shifting Ceratops. Ripjaw Raptor is fantastic, draws us cards. Definitely want to keep our value train rolling, so we can non-stop pop the stainless steel. And of course, 4 Shifting Ceratops can't be countered, pro blue, very helpful in a number of situations, and you can give it reach, trample, or haste. Being able to play this on turn 5 after you play like a Ripjaw Raptor is very nice because then you're attacking with a 5/4 and a 4/5, both of which aren't the best things to be blocking. 3 Regisaur Alphas gives our other dinosaurs haste, and it comes with a 3/3. This is functionally, right, let's say 3 mana for a 3/3 with haste, right? I think that's reasonable. Excuse me, it has haste and trample. This card is just so much value, right? We're getting 7/7 worth of stats. 3 of it has haste and trample, and the other 4 of it gives the rest of our creatures haste, right? That is good. And of course, for Ghaltas, because this is just a 12/12 with trample, is good. This is our mana base. It's a pretty normal mana base. We are running 23 lands because we do have a decent number of ways to get lands in this deck. And 28 creatures. Almost half the deck is creatures. Now, I might talk about the sideboard after the games, but look here, you can see I was trying to play 2 layers. 2 layers was not doing very hot. Nah. Although, for what it's worth, I didn't actually fight any of the meta decks. So 2 layers might actually be better played in ranked than in unranked, now that I'm thinking about it more. Cool. So today I want to talk a little bit more about cosmetics. Penguin, I fought you before, Penguin. I know for certain I have. Unless there's more people with the name Penguin. This hand is fine. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. I guess I can play this on turn 2 if I want. Or turn 3, sorry. Not sure. I'm going to play the Blood Crypt tap, though. I think that obscures what we're doing a little bit more than most, and still works nicely into our turn 2 Otepec. If we went Tomb first, then we would have to shock in the Crypt. Okay, so this is most likely going to be Cavalcade. Yeah, it's most likely going to be Cavalcade. I don't think there's a reason to play either of these just yet. Now, I can block this Footlight Fiend, which I might do. I'm just sitting on my foot, shut up. I could block the Footlight Fiend, but I think it's better to just, like, Regisaur out. Could just be Sacdos. Oh, very interesting here. And I think what I'm going to do, because of the ability to do 2 at once, I'm going to play Unclaimed Territory on Zombies. Not on Zombies. On Dinosaur. I'm so used to playing Zombies, dude. Nope, that is not what I want to do. I would like, really like you to do that, thank you. So they could do something to my Huntmaster in response, but I'm still getting this on the cheaps. And I'm absolutely going to be attacking. Smork time! Yep, that's a fine chump for me. Could give it Death Touch, I guess, but that'd be a strange thing to do. Well, no. Does this deal 1 damage? Yeah, okay. So if they give it Death Touch, that's actually pretty good. But they don't. Okay, that's fine. So they should ping 1 to me. Yep, yep. And they kill my Hunter, which I'm fine with because I do have Raptor as a decent follow-up here. Yeah. Now, let's see. This Regisaur... I actually think I need the land, because I'm going to discard... I think I'm going to discard the Overgrown Tomb, and then play the Raptor. Yeah. I'd like to play the Alpha as well, but we'll see about that. Okay. Discard this. Cool, I got another land. So I'm going to attack. I'm fine with that. It means I'll definitely be able to have my Raptor out. Or my Alpha out. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about cosmetics and how Wizards is currently handling them and how I think they would be better applied. So I've talked at length, I think, about, and actually in the deck builder episode, about what I think they should be doing with card sleeves. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Regisaur Alpha. I can attack with both. I guess I just attack with this. If I attack with this, it just blocks it for free, so yeah, I'll just attack like this. 4, 8. So I mean, a Ghalta would be fantastic here. Pounce would be nice. So this is just black-red stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised in the concede because they weren't high health. I'm not sure. And they had cards on me. They didn't have a board on me. Like, my board was a little bit better, but it seemed like a bit of an early concede from them. But, you know, whatever. But the card styles, they need to be fixed. That, like, just point blank. We shouldn't have to accept that the card styles have a mirrored effect. even if you want, like, I understand the idea of, like, having borderless and all that. Oh, this seems like a fucking good hand. Yeah. I can understand wanting, like, borderless cards, but I would rather have just a full black border and then, the mirrored effect not be there. But the shiny stuff, that's fine. But, like, this mirror here is not a terrible issue on this card, but it's an issue on plenty of cards. Now, this is not the best situation. My opponent could just Firebrand my elf, which they should. No, they just shock it. Yeah. Yeah, this going second here is pretty bad, although they would have just probably shocked it regardless. Still, eh. Yeah, alright. So, I can Regisaur on 3, which is fine. It's just not great. The car cells are not good. They're just not. Like, sure, they move around when you touch them, but like, so? Dinosaur. So I can play a Regisaur, probably drop one of my Ghaltas. I would like another land, but I can Domri and murder stuff. That's fine. My Regisaur is swole. I was about to say I'd block that all day. I'll discard one of my Ghaltas. Play this.
If you think I'm crazy, wait till you see my mates.
Yeah, I understand that Domri's gonna die. But that's fine.
We are the many.
If Domri doesn't die, which he absolutely should, do I attack here? I think I do. I think I have to just not give a shit about Domri. You block and then you kill Domri. Yep. Cool. That's fine. They're fine, right? The car cells are fine. I think the changing the border, like making so like electrostatic field, you can see has like a kind of pink border, and this one is just a red one, or not border but background. I think that's cool. I think it's very interesting. I realized that this has a hollow foil. That's weird. That little thing at the bottom. Even though this is a rare, it doesn't have a hollow foil. That's strange. I'm gonna drop a Ceratops. That was a helpful card to get. So I think I can, let's see, this goes up to, yeah, I mean I can Colossus here and play Ghalta. I did do Dinosaur, right? Cool. Okay, Colossus this. So my, nope, Skewer the Critics is Sorcerer Speed. So they shouldn't have a way to kill my Regisaur on board. Oh, shock. Damn. Well, I guess it's burn damage not coming to my face. I lose out on Ghalta. But I do have Raptor. I do need to kill my opponent at some point. Shocking me at instant speed, because that's the right way to play. Down to 7. I need to kill my opponent fast. Ooh, that's not what I want to see. That fucking kills me.
Let's light it up.
I'm like just dead? I think I have to just try and kill them with Ghalta? I don't know, I think I'm fucked. I need my opponent to whiff hard. Luckily that's a bit of a whiff. Frenzy. Okay. Alright, I need to not die this turn. Yeah, my opponent shouldn't block. Any 3 damage spell kills me. Right, that's 1 land. They're using Chandra, that means it's another land.
Sit back and watch it burn.
Risk factor? Okay. Tibble? Okay.
It's not fun and games
That's
until
fine.
someone gets hurt.
And they found the Lightning Strike. Yay! Experimental Frenzy is such a fair card. Did I mess up with that Colossus Colossus play? I don't think so. Like, if I had cast it beforehand, my opponent still would have done the exact same thing. Yeah, I think I was still correct in doing that. Oh well. Off of card styles for a second, let's talk about avatars. Like I said yesterday, I think that Wizards doesn't have enough forward compatibility in mind. And what I mostly mean by this for the profiles, for the avatars, is that very similar to the card sleeves, card backs, whatever, is that at some point there are going to be too many avatars to just continually scroll through. Dino DNA. So Wizards, in my opinion, needs to add a search function, Dinosaur, to the profile page. Obviously, they don't need it right yet. Roasted. I think that was just Grixis control that couldn't deal with a turn 3 Regisaur Alpha. But eventually, right, it'd be nice to be able to have sort functions, so we can sort them by set release, we can sort them by alphabetical, just like, oh, these are the 2 Chandras, or the 3 Chandras, or however many Chandras we're going to have eventually. Or we can search by color, right? Obviously, these things aren't cards. They don't have colors innately, but they're associated with colors, right? For example, the zombie that I use, that's just black, right? I understand it's a token, it's black, right? Karn and Eugene, we don't have a Eugene. Whatever, if we get a Eugene, you know, those colors, sure. Maybe you can even have it so instead of it just being, you have to know all of the colors, you're just like, all right, I want to see what all of the blue walkers I have are. So that shows up Jace, it shows, or not walkers, but profiles. Vivian's there, fucking, not Vivian, goddamn it. What is her name? Vanifar, thank you. Both start with a V. How dare you, game? Trying to kill people with dinosaurs. Dinosaur DNA. Yeah, give us some search functions, because like just scrolling through that eventually, not right now, it's fine. Right now it's fine, but eventually it'll be annoying. Oh, I will say, I do appreciate the fact that you do have the ability to see all of them, right? That's something that I was talking about for the sleeves. I felt that you really should be... Oh, fuck. You really should be able to get to see what cards you're looking at. So next turn I play Raptor into Raptor? No, because I don't have nothing. So this is Sacdos, which sucks for me. Like, fucking hard. No matter what I do, they're gonna sack us up, and I'm gonna get fucked. Guess I can play Domri next turn? But here comes Chandra. Oh my god, it's not Chandra. They still should kill my Raptor, though. It looks like they're gonna. Mm-hmm. As expected. And I have to sack that. They gain 2 black. And they're at 4 now. Okay. And they can recast God of Bones. Nope, they play Invasion instead. Yeah, this is pretty much a lost cause. I guess I just play Domri and Plus.
Duels rules off of posh knobs. They can only punish you if they
Oh
catch
no,
you.
no! I meant to add green. Oh well, hopefully that doesn't come into play too much. Oh, cool. There's no way you just sack both of those now, right? So hopefully we get a lands so that I can play Ripjaw Raptor and then use Domri to kill this. Although I'm realizing now that doesn't fucking matter. I'm so mad that I whiffed on that.
We won't answer to other guilds.
Yeah, I realized Sacdos, that one misplay lost me any ability to win this game, unfortunately. Ah! Oh, we jumped right into another one, though. Oops. So I talk a little bit about the profile. I guess I have to shock myself. Yeah. Although, maybe I could go Llanowar Elf into Llanowar Elf Marauding Raptor. Then Regisaur. Because then we'll have no cards in hand. I don't know. It depends on what my opponent plays. Green? Llanowar Elf. Okay. Regisaur Alpha. Yeah, I think I want Raptor. So I'm not going to show my hand just yet. There aren't many other cosmetics. There's pets. But frankly, meh. This is probably Golgari. Could be Sultai, but in general, I'm expecting Golgari. Yeah, you play Llanowar Elf first, so that doesn't get fuckled by a Marauding Raptor. Now, next turn, I can play a Regisaur Alpha and Smurk. And then the following turn, I can play Rotting. I can play Commune plus Alpha. Never mind. I can just play Alpha. Which, for what it's worth, totally fine. No. Okay, so this is traditional Golgari. Another Regisaur. So if I get another black source next turn, then I can just double Regisaur and not give a shit about my Commune. I just have 2 7/6. Seems okay. My Alpha might die. Yes? No? Maybe? I don't know. Can you repeat the question? Oh, baby, I love you way. I wanna be with you night and day. Hey. That's that raw shit. So the pets I think are interesting. Depends on what they do with them. I'm very interested to see where they go from now. But speaking of the pet, I do think it's ridiculous that you can't set a base color. I mean, that's fine. Well, Commune. I'll play a Regisaur. I'll discard this one. And then play this one. Shoot. Fuck you. Sure. See, now this Regisaur has nothing to discard, so he's coming out. This motherfucker. This motherfucker has another goddamn removal spell. I'm gonna be salt. They're playing old school Golgari. Oh wait, they have no new cards. My opponent literally has no new cards. Flooding out. Everything dying. Yeah, fuck you. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you should be able to default the color of your pet. And it should stay that way, like, in between games in best of 3. It makes no sense that you have to keep changing it from being red. It's just stupid. And I feel like that's kind of just the main thing that I've been talking about with yesterday's and today's video, is that Wizards doesn't, in my opinion, give sufficient options. If Marauding Raptor survives, then we can play things. But I don't trust going down to 5. Yeah, so that's helpful, because it's another card that can help us out. I still think it's correct to play Raptor. So up against Bant. I think it's correct to play Raptor. Opponent's on 4 mana here. Don't yet know if it's Bant Mid or Bant Shift. I always assume it's Bant Shift, though. Yep, I was gonna say I can see a Teferi here.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Fuck you.
I've got it.
So I can play out Stomping Ground. Play out Otepec. Play the Raptor. Alright, I can't give it haste. God damn it. I was going to give it haste and kill Teferi, but I couldn't. Are there other sorts of... Oh, right. I don't think opponents share battlefields, so it's really dumb that we can't select which battlefields we get, because apparently opponents, we don't see the same battlefields as our opponents. Like, my opponent could be on the Amonkhet one, apparently. That's what I heard. And if that's the case, let us just play on the battlefield we like. Like, if they're already person-based, however you want to say that, let's do it like that. So I can green. I mean, this just dies immediately, so I can't really play that. But I can very easily green, and black. Take a little bit of dabblage. I don't want to give haste. I mean, I'd be fine with both of them blocking, but I think I want to just smork my opponent in the face. I'm kind of fine with a double block anywhere. If they double block my Raptor, then I can just play out my Llanowar Elf and be fine. They obviously could just chump my Regisaur, but a double block not only puts me in a decent position, it sets them back. And I think that's a little bit more important. Okay, so it looks like it's just a chump. That's fine. I'll play this untapped, and I'll commune. I'll get another Ripjaw Raptor. Okay, opponent with 4 cards in hand, I'm with 3. Only 2 of them are really decent, and I'll be losing 1, so I have 2 cards. Opponent has access to a good old-fashioned 6 mana here, 7 mana here. Good Grixis for 5? Good Grixis for 5. Wouldn't be necessarily terrible. Nissa, we could see Nissa here. Love to draw a Ghalta. Ghalta would be nice. Regisaur might be getting the kick in the bucket here. Kill Raptor. Kill that Raptor. Sure. Oh. How lovely. So I can still play all my stuff. Here's the thing, friend. I don't give a damn about your reputation. Oh, look, it's a land. Yum, yum, delicious. I'm gonna give this haste because I'd rather lose this than this. I'm gonna swing this here and this here, and then this at their face. Is that right? So I'm disincentivizing a block on the Raptor because Teferi will die anyway. No, I want to get more damage through. So I'd rather do this and this. Because now if they want to save 7, which is half of their life, they'll have to block the Regisaur and get no value. They could block my Raptor, get a little bit of value, and keep the Hydra, but I draw a card. I guess it just does go away. Meh. I still think, yeah, that's fine. Getting a maximum overdrive on their health is the best for me.
Meant to happen.
Oh, this is just land. Totally fine with me. So we could get board. I don't think this deck plays board wipes, does it? No, they play Teferi's Temporal Mastery. I'm willing to bet. So yeah, this looks like it's just Bant Ramp. I do love that Voracious Hydra is getting like decent play because I absolutely love this card. The choices. I want to make a deck that's like red-green that has Voracious Hydra and Ravager Worm. This seems fun. So them tapping that down makes me think that they're playing Nissa. Losing this board would be bad. So if they have a Teferi's Time Rattler or whatever, Teferi Temporal Time Wipe. If they have a Time Wipe, that's going to suck. If they don't have a Time Wipe, they're not in a great position. If they don't have a Time Wipe, and I top deck a Ghalta, that's a winning position for yours truly. You're running out of time, my friend. Think fast. Think faster. Grixis, sure. Gains you a little bit of life. Not currently dead on board. Oh no, I have to discard 2 cards. It's Dragonskull Summit. Lol. Fuck. It's another Dragonskull Summit. So let's see. I attack with all. They get 6 through. Bad scenario is I attack. They let 1 Regisaur through. No, they literally cannot let a single Regisaur through. Because if they let 1 through and say block the 4/5, then they still die. So they have to block both Regisaurs. Which means I'm free to attack with everything. I did my math right. Did let 1 Regisaur through? Yes. Because that means either the Raptor or the Raptor lives. You don't have mana. Yep, they have to chump. Put them down to 2. I'll play this because it would get discarded anyway. I'm still a bit scared of the Time Wipe. I've gone through 0 of my alphas. These things... Raptor, Regisaur. There's Ceratops and Ghalta, which are like the only ones that are super unique. Another Grixis, this time only for 2. That is interesting. Sure. Sure. Bad land. So once again, I can attack with all and get at least 1 damage through. Because they have to block. I guess they don't have to block Marauding Raptor. So they theoretically could double block. No, they couldn't. They can't double block me. Yeah, because this can go through, or this can go through, but both can't go through. So they need to use all 4 blockers. Yeah, cool. So yeah, I was just going to attack again. Opponent had 3 cards in hand. I'm very curious as to what they were, but sometimes the dinos just win. Wait, do I have a playset of all of the mythics from... Fuck, what was that set? It was this one, right? Mythic Rare. Collected and not collected. So those are the ones that don't count. Q... less than 4. Huh! I apparently have a playset of all the pack of mythics. For what it's worth, I did open a fuckload of that set, so... I think I opened that set more than any other set that's come out, so... I don't know. Are there any other cosmetic things that I wanted to talk about? Oh, I mean, this is not something that really matters, but being able to, like, change the background here would be cool. It's absolutely not necessary. Even just, like, changing the color of these, like, obviously they're just gray and they're semi-opaque, but being able to make them red and semi-opaque or white and semi-opaque, that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other cosmetic things. Like, this scroll is totally fine right now, but being able to not have to keep scrolling as new stuff comes out would be cool. Yeah. There aren't a ton of cosmetic things that we have right now that I think are too much of an issue. There's avatar, sleeves, card styles. Yeah. So really, other than the fucking janky-ass card styles. I'm trying to find one that's super egregious. I mean, that bow is annoying. The highway looks fine. Usually it's not very obvious with lands. Yeah, luckily it's not terribly obvious with lands. I think lands are the best for them. I mean, that kind of is awkward. Face in the background there. But for the most part with lands, it's not too bad. But when you get into... I mean, you can barely see the edge of his thing there. No, fuck this. We're going to the collection. I only have like a minute. I'm gonna try to keep this at 40 minutes. Nope. Then just go to card styles. And we're just gonna look for the first. Okay, that's just weird. Dinosaurs just immediate tail flip. Beam split. The wing is fuggy. Gideon's face looks horrifying. I mean, the rally of the wings. This one is so obvious because there's so many lines, right? This person has a hand coming out of their hand. That was not too terrible. Also, surprisingly, not terrible. Bolas's wing is all fucked. Yeah, you could say, Derek, you're just like literally going through and looking at like the worst examples. I am. But the question is, oh fuck, that's awful. Don't try to hide it. Fucking show that Pegasus butt. Fucking like is this kind of like wavy movement? Does it justify the jankiness? Right? Does it justify that? And for me, no. That's why I don't use most card styles. Some card styles look fine, right? Like this doesn't look terrible, but that's weird, right? I don't want to see his double elbow. It's off-putting. It's wrong. It's gross. It's fucking strange. Her swords just bend. Wow, that's actually incredibly noticeable. Her swords just have 90-degree bends in them. Well, they're not actually 90 degrees. Well, maybe, sure. Who cares? Yeah, I don't know. Card styles are the worst cosmetic they have, followed by the cat. I think the sleeves and the avatars do a fantastic job, but they really should offer us more avatars. I mean, is it a lot of work? I have no idea, right? I have no idea how much work it takes to I mean, essentially, I think they're just like photoshopping them out of the actual art, right? Like,
The Simic will not perish.
this is just the art.
Guild.
So, man, you know, like,
Family.
to do that well, obviously takes effort. I will not disagree with you there, especially when you have
Before I make you disappear.
some smaller holes. You know, when you're working with
There's no accounting for luck.
tiny
Maybe
holes,
yours
but you have to
will
make sure
help.
you're doing it right. You know, I can understand that. But we got a bunch of planeswalkers with war, and I really expected to have all of them be purchasable. And that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know how much money it costs Wizards to do that, but I am certain that would make that shit back. Certain. But anyway, I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Salamander, Zin, Rexel, Croft, and Furry God for the continued support. If you'd like to join them in supporting the show, you can find links to that down in the description, or you just press the join button and become a channel member. I do, of course, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment to the comment section down below, pass the turn and the vid to some of your friends, and until next time, all will be one.